So I'll be graduating in December, but before we get into how wild this year has been, I want to take you back to where it all started. One would think a year isn't much time for change, but in this past year, I have shedded, I have shifted, and I have surrendered to a rebirth that's meant I've had to change everything about myself to feel more like myself. Kind of crazy, but that's the journey. This is an update to my first back to college video, back when I was 25. Now I'm going to be 27 and graduating. We've reached a full circle moment, and I think it's time we honor that. And we also honor what is yet still to come. Hey guys, and welcome back. It's been a minute since I have done another sit down video or even an update video, and I feel like it is a well-deserved update video on my college journey as we are entering my last semester at community college, and it is a bittersweet feeling. Within the past year, I've just have gone through so many shifts and so many I don't know how to even explain it. I guess you could say mini ego deaths to also just rebirths and confusion and understanding and frustration and burnout and all of that accumulating to now, to this version of me, to where I am now, to feeling so content and happy and grounded and enjoying the present moment unlike ever before, to be honest with you. I feel very not just grounded in who I am and what I want to do and where I want to go, but I feel just enjoying the present moments of letting go of social media as much and yet still being present and living this analog lifestyle in some ways and sorts, keeping up my crafts, keeping up my mental health, my physical health. And of course, we all have our down moments, because let me tell you, we've had them, but that is for later in the video. Right now, I just want to welcome you, let you know that we are here. We are ready to chat. We are ready to sit down. Bring your tea, bring your coffee, bring your water, bring anything and everything you need for today. And let me get my coffee, actually, because let me cheers. I got my coffee. So we got some Dutch Bro today. I am so happy to be sitting here and to be catching up with you guys. I automatically want to give you guys so much love and praise and just gratitude for subscribing to my channel, for watching that video, for taking the time to like it, for taking the time to watch it, for taking the time to comment. All of it has been noticed, has been seen, has not gone without giving love back, because that's just who I am. That's just what I believe in. That's one of my beliefs of you give what you receive, and I am there's just no words for it, and so that's why I was I need to make this, and I need to just sit and I need to just update you guys. And first of all, going back to that video, watching it, taking a step back into that, giving myself that mental state of where I was when I was there. I was so just in the first era of school, going back, having that pride of I'm taking this, and not understanding where it was gonna take me, and not really understanding just how powerful education can be to one's brain. And that's what I'm here to say is education has truly changed me, has truly helped me, has truly given me what I needed to not just continue to raise my consciousness, but to continue to evolve in my spiritual journey, to continue to evolve in my sexual journey and my identity, and how I present myself and how I'm performing, and understanding the I don't know, I have to be very careful of how I word this, but understanding that there's a lot of things that were programmed into us and very much given this sort of download of this is how life is, but realistically it's society, is a societal thing that was given to us and has been for generations. And I think I truly am grateful and proud to say, after the end of July and June, of how proud I am to be a queer individual and really wanting to continue to dig and break down the barriers that have been constructed through gender and sexuality, and understand that there's so much more to be understood than what's in the surface. And like throughout the past 2 years of being in school, that I think all of what I've learned has led me to this, to understanding that like I really do have a deep passion for gender studies, specifically gender studies, specifically sexuality and gender, because there's just so much in there. And then these younger generations are like rediscovering themselves at such a young age, and like they're so smart, and I think we need to catch up, and we need to learn how to help the younger generations and how to guide them and understand that like we're all going through the same thing they're going through, you know. And I thank education for this. But I don't want to go into a rabbit hole either, so like let me make sure to check myself every once in a while, because we will be sitting here forever if not. I think one of my other biggest epiphanies of being in school for the past 2 years and going back to school at the age of 25 is like knowing that decision was such a pivotal point in my life, path and what I've been choosing for myself, and noticing that like these little moments like that you decide, I want to go back, I want to get this back, or I want to complete something that I didn't get to complete, or as a child I dreamt of this and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna achieve this. Like those are moments where you recollect pieces of yourself, where you're continuing to collect little moments of yourself that like heal the whole you and bring you back to you. And I'm so grateful for that, because each of those moments led me back to rediscovering me. And I think when I lived in Arizona, I was so free. I didn't care about responsibility, about anything. I just wanted to grow spiritually. And I feel like now I'm just integrating everything. I'm just weaving everything into my life. And I'm understanding that the spiritualness is about 3D-ness. It's about integrating this life. It's about sacrifice. It's about doing these things so I can see where it's going to take me and become one of the first women in my ancestral line to have these abilities, to have these opportunities, to be an education. Let that sit there for a minute. Let that simmer for a minute. Let that really, understand that. Like, you are the first in your line to really make these choices, to really break down these walls and have the opportunity. Yes, I understand. Okay, like, take this with a grain of salt at times, because we are in America. If you live in America, you understand that, like, yes, there are still limitations to a lot of us, and especially if you're someone of color. If you're a minority, like, oof, the stacks are even higher. Like, and I feel it. But I also feel that, like, but I am still the first. I am still the first woman that has no children, that has no marriage. And it's not a negative thing. I'm fucking glad. I'm happy. Like, you see these two squeaky squeaks that you hear? Yeah, those are my children. Those are my furry babies. And those are the only responsibilities I choose to have in this life. Because I understand that there is still this, like, beautiful, like, I wish I had the word for it. It's just this feeling that I get in my body and in my soul when I come to a moment of realization that, like, holy fuck, I'm the first woman in my family that gets to live without a husband, that gets to just work and gets to travel and gets to go to school, gets to write, gets to post, gets to dive into creative endeavors that they never got to dive into. And, like, I cherish it, I honor it, I sit with it, and I live in that presence, because that presence won't be forever. And that's what I've been noticing this past few months and this past year, that there are a lot of classes you take that will spark an interest, and maybe they're not in your category of like majoring, or maybe they are, or maybe it's kind of just like your general ed, so you just diving into what you like. Please dive into something that interests you, that you never thought you would like something that's always been in the back of your head and you want to learn more. Gender, sexuality, anthropology, philosophy, math. Like, listen y'all, hold on. I had to take a math and I had to take a science this literally past semester. Mind you, I have my last semester, like, this is why I'm getting closer. I have one more semester. And in my last semester, it's going to be not difficult classes, but also not too uncomfortable. It's just like general classes. Last semester, I took the most difficult classes. I took stats, I took marine biology. Yeah, you heard that. I took marine biology and I took statistics. Those shits were not easy for me. I have ADHD, I have dyslexia. I truly took advantage of my tools. I took the chance to go to after school things, after class things. I went to the library, I went to office hours, I stayed after class, I let my professor teach me that again. I let him go over the homework with me. I truly asked questions. I participated in class, even if I got it wrong, even if I sounded weird, even if I sounded stupid. I gave what I could. And even when you don't think it's anything, even when you think that perception of you doing that sounds stupid or sounds wrong, because let me tell you, girl, been there, done that. It's always, that's all I think in my head. That's literally all I think in my head. And yet at the end of the semester, you're going to see the perception is completely different of what you thought it was, from the perspective of your classmates and your professors. They notice, like, no, this girl tried. This girl had small little things to give, but they were good. Like, and you have to give yourself the credit. You have to give yourself that pat in the back, that praise, that there's no one pushing you but you in community college, in any sorts of college, university, anything. You are the one that has to push yourself. You are the one that needs to set up a discipline, set up a schedule, find ways to stay in the library, to do office hours, whatever it is. Connect to your professors and understand that they're there. They're a tool. And you're meant to use them. You're meant to get help from them. They're not there just for anything. So it's like, please, I beg you, try. Just try and realize the experience will be a whole new experience by doing that. And like, also, like, you know, like, take the time to, like, when you're in school, be sober in school. Take the time to give yourself a break and slow down, like, and be present. And understand that, like, these are moments for you to learn something that, like, might come down later on in the road and, like, surprise you and connect in some way. And it's always just fascinated me how much my education has intertwined into my life. And just how, like, the more I learn, the more I can just become a very dual voice within my community. Someone that really gives advice yet also listens and understands there's always going to be more than one side to it. Like, there's a duality to life in every aspect of it. So I totally went on a tangent here and I apologize. This is why I think education is so important, because it truly helps you to learn new perspectives, to learn new versions of yourself, allows you to grow, to try, to become something you've never thought of becoming. Like, don't make me get emotional. I'm on my moon. But, like, the amount of women I have read in the past 6 months that I have never read in my youth, of a young girl that would have shaped so much of what I looked at education differently. Like, remember that there is this society, there are these things, there is this placement that has been here, that has dug its roots in the injustice of women and of people of color, and trying to keep them at such a low vibration. Like, such a, like, limiting belief system and such a limiting mindset system. Like, no, like, you are worthy of so much more. Like, you are capable of anything and everything a white man can do, you can do times 10. And I believe we got the spice. I believe we got the sauce. I believe there's so much that we are learning and we are waking up to, and we need to continue to wake up to, and we need to continue to show the younger youth that, like, no, that you are capable of being anything you want times 10, and do it even with all of the odds stacked against you. As long as you believe in yourself and you have one other person that is fucking riding for you, I promise you, you can do it, and you will do times 10 of that. And I say that because me coming into back to college at the age of 25, I was scared, I was insecure, I wasn't sure what the fuck I was doing. I was by myself, I felt lonely. And then I did this. I hopped back onto YouTube. I gave it all onto the camera and I posted onto the interwebs. And I found so many people that understood me and felt like me. And I started building a community. I started making these videos. I started pushing myself in school. And I just didn't give up. And I understood, yeah, I might sacrifice some times with my friends. Yeah, I might sacrifice travel at the age where I'm at. But like, girl, when I turn 30, I'm going to be as hot as I ever fucking been. The hottest version of myself is going to be as I keep getting older. Because, baby, I am like wine and I age great with time. Like, it's oof. Like, I don't know. It's something I believe in. I keep pouring time. Like, the more you pour into yourself, the universe pours into you. Like, it's just really grateful to the universe, to my deities, to my support system, to my freaking self for pushing through after every burnout, after every study sesh, after every time having to read and reread and do the math and do everything. And even for signing up for now, for like even my summer getting half taken away because I decided to take a course, like all of it, it all lined up to being like, yeah, it sucks when you look at it just from this perspective. But when I take a step back and I look at it from all the perspectives possible, I notice like, damn, you know what? It's worth it. Because look, come December, I'm going to have a cap and gown on and I'm going to have this and this and I'm going to be like, hey. I would have never gotten here if I never believed in myself, if I never gave myself the chance to just say fuck it and jump and risk it and figure out what's going to happen as I go. I did not have no clear point on what major I was going to be and what I wanted my end career goal to be. Like, no, I'm not thinking of that. All I was thinking, I want to get an education. I want to learn. I have these things that I like and I'm interested in, and I want to feed that, grow it, and see what's going to blossom from it. And I'm still feeding it. I'm still growing it. It ain't fully like produced into a beautiful garden yet. Like, we're still getting there. But I have no rush because it's all in divine timing. It's all in trusting that everything happens when it's meant to happen and how it's supposed to happen. And like, let me tell you, these past 6 months, I've been super battling depression, loneliness, all of these dark shits at times. And especially because I feel like I've just been shifting from like my communities and really kind of having to mold my own life and what I want from life now. And you know, I'm getting to that age. I'm about to turn 27, y'all. I'm about to turn 27. Ain't no 25 nothing no more. We in the late 20s now. And for the past year, I have decided to honor that. And instead of take it as I'm getting older, I take it as, yeah, I am getting older. I'm loving my house. I'm loving the way I express myself through my home. I'm loving becoming more queer, allowing myself to do different things with my hair, connecting more to my queer identities than to this like compet heterosexual mindset that was given to me by society, allowing myself to grow. Like partners, and always have them. This is my family. It's not about like it's not my soul connections and how they see me, how I see them. Like truly honoring that I see you, like, and knowing that comes from your soul, not from like here or here, but here and here together as one. So yeah, I really feel like these past 6 months of solitude, and I'm not even on it, but like solitude has really taught me so much. It's really taught me to cherish the connection that feels me, even though we're not like this anymore. We're still like this, you know. And no matter what, it's solid. It's something that won't shake. It's something that won't break because of the amount of energy and time and love that's been put into this. And I appreciate y'all. I want you to know that I see you, that I understand you. If you've been this long into my video, you're not alone. You are part of this family. You're a part of this community. Much love and light to you. Much ashe, much everything. Like, keep going. Just keep trying. Don't give up. Understand that like life has a purpose for you here beyond just purpose. Like, you matter in this life. You're meant to be here. You're meant to break barriers. You're meant to switch it up. You're meant to be the odd one out. You're meant to be the one that starts anew with something that's never been. And just know that like your people come along as you continue to be true to yourself, as you continue to unlock yourself. They come. I just want to wrap up with saying thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I appreciate your presence. I hope your journey in education, whether you're in the midst of it, or whether you're at the very end like me, congratulations. I am proud of you. Keep pushing. Remember that there is an end point through all of this education. And if you're like me, that is an ambitious motherfucker, there might not be an end point, but that's not the point. The point is that you're gaining and you're gaining and you're gaining, and there will be a day where you get to enjoy the fruits of your labor, and you get to enjoy all of it. And if you're like me, come December, we's fucking partying, and we's gonna take a trip after this because I deserve it, and I'm so excited. And yes, guys, I am gonna let you guys know I am signing up for a uni. I will be transferring to a 4U, and I will be getting my bachelor's. And yes, I will continue probably next year, so watch out for that video where I say we're signing up for uni together, because if I started this journey here on YouTube of starting community college with y'all, we is going to continue to bachelor, to masters, to abroad. Everything will be here with y'all because I appreciate y'all, and I hope you guys appreciate me and wanting to share this. And remember that like if I can do it, you could do it. Like, I love you guys so much. Take it day by day. Enjoy the presence. Take a deep breath. Ground your feet down to the grass, and remember, it's all going to be okay. I love you guys so much. Peace and love.